Welcome to 6 Minutes of Aviation Safety and Security. I'm Jeff Price with Leading Edge Strategies. This is our special Memorial Day and Memorial Week edition, so let's catch you up on what's making news in the industry. First, thank you to all the veterans out there, who both those that made the ultimate sacrifice and anybody that has served who's no longer with us. Thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifices, and to your families as well. We start off with a special report on TSA. We begin the episode with one of the worst ideas I could possibly imagine, asking TSA personnel to take the temperatures of passengers before they come in the screening checkpoint. And this is a nightmare, literally, for anybody entrusted with aviation security. Look, I know we're in the middle of a pandemic. I didn't just wake up this morning. But it's an example of taking action that feels good, that actually makes us less safe, less secure, and less healthy. It's not a good idea at all. In fact, it's going to receive our first ever dumbest idea I've ever heard of award. So whoever thought of this one, keep trying. TSA is there for security, not public health. The more responsibilities we pile on to TSA officers, the less effective they are doing the primary job, which is security. You know, security, the reason we created the entire agency in the first place. Plus, this additional duty will cause personnel to hit cognitive overload sooner in their shift rather than later. So their security effectiveness will actually continue to go down at an accelerated rate than it already does, naturally. Plus, this country's enemies are watching us. They're looking for vulnerabilities, and what better time to hit us when our security effectiveness is down and we're not looking at security because we're too busy taking everyone's temperature. As passenger traffic builds back up, these temperature checks are going to cause the lines to back up. Lines cause crowds make targets for active shooters. So let's not try and solve one problem and create 6 more. Also, I know that there's remote temperature sensing devices. Those work great as long as nobody has a fever, but the first time somebody does, you got to stop the line, pull that person out, and deal with them now the lines are slowing down. Look, frankly, transportation security officers are not medical experts. Let's just be real. There's lots of reasons someone could have a fever and not be coronavirus. Are they going to make that determination? I wouldn't want to do that. Is there going to be a medical person on staff that can come and make that assessment for us or for them? I mean, how much earlier do we have to start getting to the airport now? 4 hours early? 5 hours? I mean, at this point, we might as well allow ourselves enough time to get a physical while we're there, too. Look, I'm on the side of the TSA screening officers on this one. There's been 600 plus TSA officers that have been infected with coronavirus, 6 of whom have already passed away. There's other effective ways to reduce the spread of the virus. One, adding some time into the employee badging process, just 1 minute of training so the airport workers can spot somebody who might be sick or look bad and get them the help that they need. 2, ensuring high-risk passengers continue to take the protective measures. Passengers, hey, we can all do a lot for ourselves too. Keep wearing the mask, especially if you're high risk. It's a thing now. Nobody's going to care. Now it's in style. Wash your hands. There's a thought. And don't just pick up random objects anywhere. You don't know where that stuff has been. Not enough about dating pilots. Okay, and also, here we go. Here's something that this is going to benefit. All those annoying that take off their socks and shoes when they get on the plane. This is not your living room, hippie. Put your Birkenstocks back on. Nobody wants to see your ugly feet, and we don't want to smell them, and you look like a tool. We're going back to space. Wednesday, May 27th, the United States goes back. American astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley head to the International Space Station in SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft. This is the first time since the space shuttle parked in 2011 that we're not paying Russia $86 million a seat to get into orbit. The launch is set for 4:30 Eastern Daylight Time. 4:33 actually. Oh, we've just received some breaking news. Now for a minute worth of aviation career advice. If you're thinking of getting into our industry, or you are in our industry and you're wondering what's going to happen in the future, look, hang in there. The industry will bounce back. We always do. We're down, but we're never out. Now's the time. Build the flight time, or you're on the management or aerospace side. Work towards your graduate degree if you can. Get some certificates, training, and now's the time to build that resume so you're ready when the hiring starts back up. There's still jobs out there. People are still hiring. Shh. I know many of you were wondering about Mullet Watch. Well, sadly, it's over. My wife I made the decision as a responsible, independently minded 53-year-old male to take off the mullet. But here's a brief clip. Here's a brief clip. I'm choked up over it. That I shot right before it all came off. Well, this is it. It's that time. It was too short, but it's time to go. I love you, Mullet, and we had a great time. And you know, we may never see each other again, but if we don't, I'll always cherish this time. Thank you. You know, airline cutbacks are definitely going to affect the smaller airports more than the larger ones. There's some good news. The industry airline bookings are back up. However, both Delta and American have announced a lot of cutbacks to a lot of the smaller airports that are in the regions around the larger airports. For a while, the people that live near those smaller airports are going to have to drive a little farther to get to a larger airport in order to get service. Hey, here's something for you. If you're looking to build some flight time, I know it can cost a lot paying by the hour. Buy your own airline. You gotta take out a loan anyway. Raven Airlines actually put out this ad announcing that they are for sale. So there's one way to get your flight time. And finally, it's time for Ford Watch. As you know, Ford Watch is where we count down how many days it's been since actor Harrison Ford has had a aviation-related incident. Since, let's see, May 25th, that's today, okay? It's been 31 days. However, we think he's flying again, though. Take a look at the spectacular footage that someone caught and posted. Now, at first, we thought this could be a UFO, but our crack team of investigative journalists here at 6 Minutes of Aviation Safety and Security have positively both identified the object and the pilot. That's right, it's Harrison Ford in the Millennium Falcon. Okay, folks, that's it. Please like, subscribe, send to your friends, ask them to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful week. That's it for 6 Minutes of Aviation Safety and Security this week. And if you don't like this news, go out and make some of your own.